staying on top the way they are constructed, are you willing to commit to another 3 years for Freddie Freeman? That would be like 20 years.
I think what you do is you do what you do with what you did with Clayton Kershaw, and you just kind of go year by year, and you figure it out, and you find something that works for everybody at the same time. Because Freeman basically said yesterday, and he's been talking about it, he doesn't just want to chase a round number to chase a round number. He wants to continue to win. He wants to continue to play for the Dodgers. So I think he is going into this with his eyes open. I don't think he's looking for another enormous financial score. He wants to be compensated, of course, for what he does. But I think that this is a little bit like Kershaw in the sense that there's a way for this to work for everybody. Like, you're going to have to take a little bit of a haircut in some pay, maybe nothing crazy, but come back down. And maybe we can give you 2. I don't know if we do 3, but let's start with 2. If 2's good, maybe we add another year as we get a little closer to the end. You don't have to lock it in because I don't think that he's looking to run out the clock somewhere else. I think this is something that could work out for everybody.
Perfect. Operative word, run, because this dude, and I love Freddie, don't get me wrong, chompers aside. I do. And you know what's going on up there.
Well, yeah.
Okay, when you get 2,500 hits, you should have good teeth.
He looks great.
I mean, I hope.
They're very white.
You can see them.
Almost blue. They're almost Dodger blue.
Very good.
Yeah.
But what I do see, and tell me if I'm wrong, right? And he's, as a first baseman, a defensive first baseman, he's good, right?
Yes.
Okay.
He has gone from excellent to very good.
Too good.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I see him hit one to the wall and barely make it to second, he's not moving very fast.
No.
He's slowing down, basically.
Okay.
So what I'm asking you is what you said about his bat, his skill. Is that something I can keep around here and stay near the top for the next 4 years? Because here's the blasphemous statement I made in the back room. And I mean this with all due respect.
I know you do.
I don't care if he gets to 3,000 hits.
You know what? Generally speaking, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Like, generally speaking, those individual accomplishments are great for the player, and I'm rooting for you, but it doesn't necessarily have to happen on my team.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like,
thank you, Travis. That's exactly what I mean.
I'm happy. Like, Albert Pujols getting 500 home runs, or in Albert's case, 600 home runs. Great. I wouldn't want an Albert Pujols on my team by the time he was running down 500 and 600 home runs. He just wasn't Albert Pujols at that point.
I'll stop the game wherever you're at and applaud you.
Good job.
Right.
Love
you. That's what I meant.
I think for Freeman, though, it's a little different because of the position he plays, because of that bat-to-ball skill, because he doesn't rely on just otherworldly athleticism. I think this is part of the reason that we're starting to see a really precipitous decline in Mookie Betts is because Mookie is just a 1% of the 1% athletically.
Right.
That once that starts to fade a little bit, he's going to become more and more mortal.
Okay.
That Freddie relies on hand-eye and bat-to-ball stuff. That stuff lasts. The runway on that is very, very long. He'll go from hitting, with his lifetime, I think he's right at 300. He's had years where he's hit 330 and stuff. A bad year for Freddie Freeman will be hitting 275. That's still really good. That's still a lot of hits. You can still use that.
But tell me when he's out there defending first base and he gets a rocket hit to him and there's a race from him to make it to the bag.
We're going to get that pitcher to cover first base. No, I'm not kidding.
You tell me, right? You're like, I don't think he's going to make it this time.
You have to. You make the adjustments, right? Like maybe you plan him a little closer to the bag. Maybe the pitchers understand that anything hit that way, I got to be busting my ass to get over there because I might have to cover first base.
You're willing to ride because of the bat.
Put it to this way. Yeah. Here's what I know won't happen, and I know it won't happen for a couple of different reasons. And by the way, he's coming up to bat right now, so we'll give you an update. He will not go out there just to run down that number. The Dodgers won't let it happen, and he won't let it happen.
I heard the quote. He said, and he laughed when he said it, same thing. He said, as long as they're willing to pay me, I'll keep doing this.
Yeah. Well, look, if they're going to pay him like he's paying now, that's you have to tear the uniform off. But he's a deadlock cinch first ballot Hall of Famer. He's won the World Series 3 times.
Walking straight
so far. He's won an MVP award. I think he's like, when we talked about yesterday, like a 6 or a 7-time, 8-time, 9-time All-Star, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Like, there's not a lot left for him to do. What is left to do is that 3,000th hit. That's a 30. He would be number 34. That's there's, I don't know how many, like 25, 30,000 guys that played in the major league.
34?
That's a small group. That's a small 34 out of 30,000, and I'm in that inner
Would you want to be
circle.
the 31st, 4th guy that made it to the moon?
Yeah. Yeah, out of all the people that have lived on Earth and 34 people have stood on the moon.
That's a good way to look at it.
It's like
Yeah.
going to a Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
That's a good way to look at it.
Yeah. No, it's not being first. It's just entering that club.
That's
a very
rarefied air.
exclusive group of people. I think he gets there. Now, what's kind of interesting, and I hadn't thought about this until I read something, I think it was in the California Post, which was if there's a labor war, and it's an extended one, which is not off the table, that could cost him enough games to where he doesn't get there.
The pandemic already did.
Yeah, the pandemic took 100 games off the table.
Yeah.
You know, something else, like think about 100 games for the pandemic. They played 60 instead of 162. Yeah. Say you miss half a season. Well, there goes 80. That's a whole season that just goes up in smoke. And he's kids. A 170 a year hit guy.
Laura, he's got 4 kids.
Yeah.
Go home. Why do you
want to send him out?
Why? No, not. I'm not. I don't want to send him out.
He's still an effective player on a really good team.
No, for now, I'm just saying, chasing 3,000 hits, to be number 34, bro, go home.
No.
Wrong.
No, I'm not with you on that because there's a lot of athletes that are on the same boat that you can say the same thing about.
Really? Okay.
But how many does Stafford have?
Kids? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go home, right? I don't want him to go home. That's crazy. Why would I want Freddie, especially where he's at right now? Like, he might not be.
No, just chasing 3K. Like, I mean, if you get another work stoppage and you lose games because of this, and 3,000 becomes a 5-year prospect. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And you're just chasing it to chase it, go home.
I don't think he'll do that. I think
he doesn't strike me like that.
On a good team.
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah.
I think he needs to be competing for playoff spots, World Series.
Right.
Very likely they will be. And I think he's got pride in the fact that if he's just out there and all of a sudden he's batting 230, he's not going to do that.
Just chasing hits.
Yeah,
right.
Like
in contention only.
Pete Rose at the end of the line was just I just need to get these hits. I just need to get these hits and run it out. He's no longer Pete Rose. He's still good enough to get hits occasionally.
Right.
Freeman's still an all-star caliber player.
What hat's he going in with?
I think he's gonna be one of those few guys that's hatless.
Blank. He should be.
I think because you can
Your
make a case for
here.
either.
You're right.
He won an MVP in a World Series in Atlanta and still has spent twice as much time there as here, at least as we sit here right now. That's fine.
Gibby meet Freddie.
You know, maybe let him decide. He could, that's too.
True.
Yeah.
All right, Shohei on the mound for the Dodgers. We'll give you a little update on that coming up. What do we got coming?